It was originally developed in the sort of psychotherapy field to try to help people get over traumatic experiences. And as you said, it was about reframing, rethinking through events that were, problematic in their life, to try to come up to a different or better, less emotionally traumatic representation of them. And it was based on this rough idea of neuroplasticity and that words shape thought.
Okay.
Um, the
Yeah.
idea that word shaped thought is a pretty controversial um, perspective.
Yeah,
There's
that's
no
a
doubt
pure
that,
worth, right? If I'm not
yeah, right,
mistaken. Yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah.
And the pure Worfian idea has been shown to be not true.
Yeah.
I think a lesser version of it is true in the sense that words do influence the way we think, and but we don't always need to think in words. There's more to the way we think than just the framing in words. Um, but it became a very popular idea, and it became important in coaching in particular, right?
Yeah.
So outside of the sort of clinic, people were using it to try to help people overcome, problems at work, problems in relationships, make them have better willpower, all very valuable, useful things to work
Yeah.
on. The problem is that the evidence behind neurolinguistic programming is minimal to none. And part of that is because there isn't any agreement on exactly what neurolinguistic programming is and is not. Different practitioners
Yeah.
do it differently. The first major investigation into the original NLP showed that there was no significant effects. But then the person who had created NLP said, yeah, but you were using NLP 1, and now I'm teaching NLP 2.
So it
Uh,
evolved. Okay.
yes.
Yeah.
And you had to come and train to get NLP 2 certified. So that same thing happened about 7 years later where they tested NLP 2. And again, there was no evidence in the effectiveness. But then the guy said, well, that's because I'm on to NLP 3. And you can see
Okay.
that we're in a non-useful sort of cycle here.
Sure.